Ugh. What it look like? Yeah, what it look like? Let's see if it's another one. Wish I could make it where they fit in there a little better. What's going on? It's straight raw audio. No mics tonight. No mics tonight. Oh man. I think it's allergies. It's been kicking my butt though. I think it's allergies. Hopefully y'all could hear me. Dang. I ain't gonna be in y'all face too long. Gotta get this workout in. School, working out, staying on top of stuff. Don't get me wrong, like I went to school my last few years in the military. I mean, like I ain't gonna say few, that's several. I think I went to school like the last 5 years in the military, but it was always like sporadic and jumping around due to the military workload. I'm sorry, I ain't feeling too hot. But I won't take up too much of y'all time. Sign up for the challenge. Sign up for the challenge. I got spit. Oh, gonna get my ass. Hold on, y'all. Sign up for the challenge. Sign up for the challenge. I need to look up something real quick. I'm gonna have to mute y'all because I want to listen to music, man. Oh man. Gonna mute y'all real quick. It's 2 seconds, y'all. Sign up for the challenge. $650 worth of prize money. All right, my bad, y'all. My apologies. So yes, the challenge deadline has it for Saturday. We go actually extend it to Sunday. Everybody that's done signed up, I'm grateful. Some of the issues that we have been getting in the team email, on the email period, I say team email because no, I don't. Some emails I'm the only one that have access to. If I sound crazy or the audio sounds a little crazy, it's no mics tonight. I'm getting ready to work out. But yeah, some of the issues that we're having is no payment. It's no payment. Like, we're gonna pay you for completing the challenge, right? Whoever wins, and it's three winners. First place is $500. Second place is $100. Third place is $50. The first place comes with a custom jersey. You'll have this logo on there. Mark Aggabao is the reason for the season. He was a soldier that I had that passed last year. His passing date is coming up, and he was such a happy and kept to himself, but he cared about his physical appearance type soldier that I just know he wouldn't want his passing date to be something that's sad. So this is something, and like I said, he was very physically fit individual, a bunch of tattoos. You think of an army individual, that was Mark Aggabao. So $650 worth of prize money. $650, you get this logo on the jersey for first place, and you get a medal. Of course, you know, medal stating that you won. Second place gets a medal. Third place gets a medal. All first through third gets prizes. Some of the issues that we have seen, when you send in a picture of you on the scale, because it's more about consistency, you could make a crazy transformation, but if you don't have the daily logs that we ask for, if you can't prove to us that you moved for at least an hour out of the day, and it's literally detailed in there. It's not nothing where you got to think about it. You could write it down in a journal. The vlogs is just for the video, because you could write down in a journal and catch up and say, oh, you know, I did it from here to here yesterday. Just start a video recording, timestamp. That's all we ask you. You don't have to be in the camera. We're not asking you to do none of that. We're asking you to start a video call. Hey, of course, when you start out, hey, I'm in the camera, I'm getting ready to work out. Get out the camera. You don't have to do your workout on camera. We are not releasing any winners photos, no changes, if you do not want to. We're not trying to get any type of promotion out here. The promotion is for you to move your body, man. That's the contest. That's the challenge. You do not know who signed up. You don't know how many people signed up. So you don't know who you're competing against. It's not so much about making the number on the scale move more as it is being consistent with your movement. So, what else we have for you? Oh, the other issue, when you send in your picture, we need to know that you're on the scale. And this is the reason why we're not in all of your homes, right? And that goes without saying. We're not in all of your homes. So if we don't know is you on the scale, you can have somebody that's 130 pounds. Well, that's a bad example, right? You can have somebody that's 200 pounds get on the scale, and then at the end you can have somebody that's 130 pounds get on the scale. We need you to take a picture where it's visible that you're on the scale, and it's you on the scale, the number, and everything is visible. You can have somebody take a picture. We done had people submit it like this, where, like, you know, it's done been like this. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it as private as possible, so I don't want to give the details of their clothes exactly. But we done had people submit it with a noticeable shoe on, take the picture or whatever, and then take it like this, where you can still see that they're on the scale, and it's like that. If that's confusing, let me know. Drop it in the chat. Did I unmute y'all? I want to make sure I ain't tripping. Hi, how you doing? But yes, this is literally, we're not trying to, it's no sign up fee, it's nothing like that. We can give you the money. You win, we give you the money the way that you want the money. It's a Zelle, Cash App. We got to set up Venmo accounts, PayPal, whatever we need to do. We're going to make sure you get the money the way that you want to receive the money. All that we're asking you to do is follow the contest rules. That's it. That's all we're asking you to do. We're not asking you to promote it. Overthinking Understanding, excuse me, my apologies. Overthinking Understanding is sponsoring the event, but it has, other than that, it's you don't have to. We're not asking you to, you know, like, share, and follow Overthinking Understanding's podcast, YouTube page, nothing like that. If you do, you do. We're not saying anything like that. We're really just trying to get back to the community. And like I said, it's 13 plus. So if you have a student, if you have, someone on your athletic team, anything like that, 13 plus. And like I say, I'm in America. We have and it's two ways. I want to say like we have an obesity problem, and we're not gonna. I'm literally going to school for nutrition. I get it, and I've been fortunate enough to travel all over the world. I understand that we do have a obesity problem for a lot of reasons. The stuff that they put in the food and what we can do in our daily lives that contribute to it. But it all together makes the issue of obesity, right? With that being said, schools can be hard. Schools can be hard on people that look different. Should bullying be a thing? No. But is bullying a thing? Of course. So if you have someone, a teenager that's a little bit heavier, that's one less. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're not telling you to go out there and hurt yourself. That's why the rules are structured the way that the rules are structured. Because I served so long, I understand that you can make a scale move. You can make a scale move. I give you 31 days, and you can, start yourself, do some type of fad diet for 31 days just to collect the money. That is not the purpose of it. We want to build up the consistency and the moving. Like I said, if you could ask somebody for money, you could join this challenge. If you could ask somebody, that's it. It's literally as simple as hey, I'm getting ready to work out. Just like I'm telling y'all, I'm getting ready to work out. I start a timer on my phone, and I do my hour workout. And like I say, we live in a place where we can't monitor people 24/7. At first, we was going to do it like that, where you come and walk with us, talk with us, pop you up on the screen, we go get this walk-in, do whatever. But it's any type of activity where you move, we're asking you to move your body for an hour. It can be cut up into chunks and all of that. We're just saying move your body for an hour. Like I say, Mark Aggabao is the reason for the season. Mark got hurt. Mark got hurt a little bit. Mark got hurt like a few hours before my Army anniversary. I spent 6 months almost driving back and forth 2 hours away from where I lived to where he was hospitalized at. And don't get me wrong, like, I would have did it for any of my NCOs. It's not too many of my soldiers that did get hospitalized that I didn't show up for. And this is not so much, people make mistakes. It's not so much to be it's to keep a legacy alive and not the negative part, right? It's not so much just to be like, oh, this is a soldier, you should support the cause. I would love for you to support the cause for that reason, but it's also for you to get out there and move your body, be consistent. Like I said, the dude was an animal. He was very fit. He wasn't a very tall man, but he was very fit. He cared about his appearance, so that's all we're trying to do. And it's consistency over time. We're not saying in 31 days that we want you to have some crazy transformation, but we would love for you to start off your journey with us, because you could kick off your New Year's resolution. Start this program right here. That's it. Start this challenge. And we're giving away money. Nobody has entered a dime. This is all coming from our funds. $650 in prize money. $500 go to first place. And all that we asking you to do is follow the details. You got kids that walk to school every day, or like I say, even if they don't walk to school, they got some type of activity. $500 right before the holiday season. Whatever holiday that you celebrate or don't celebrate, that's $500. $500 is some people 1/4 rent, some people's half rent, some people whole rent. Government assistance is a thing. That some people rent about 25 times over. If we went, I know people that pays very little in rent, but yeah, man, that's it. We just want to bring awareness, and I want to bring awareness to my soldiers' legacy. That's one thing about the military that you don't necessarily don't get talked about. A lot of things are formalities. When things become a formality, the compassion and the passion for the individual that passed is kind of lost. It's kind of lost, because regardless if you are a great soldier or a bad soldier, there's certain formalities and certain things that come with you serving. So you go get the same thing as somebody who wasn't maybe as good, but they get to be buried with honors and everything. They gonna get the same thing as somebody that was a stellar surgeon and everything in between. And the only reason I'm saying that is because when a person passes, in the military, or just like in life, I speak to the military because he was I only met him through the service. I don't think we would have met outside of the service. Excuse me, my allergies, right? But the formality of it, people name and say it for a little bit. The ones who truly know an individual or had to work with an individual, anything like that, we are the ones that affected throughout. I got to spend some time with his family throughout that ordeal. I haven't been able to spend too much time outside of that. I should though. I should. But yeah, just saying that to say, like, literally his whole family served. Mark was Army, siblings, Air Force, Navy, Marines. Like, his whole family served. Literally, so it's a great cause to represent. I am the only one out of my siblings to join the military, and I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that on my live. I have to post it. I don't think I posted it on YouTube. I posted it on everywhere else. I ain't posted it on YouTube. But yeah, join the challenge. $650 in prize money. Matter of fact, let me hop on so I could drop the details in the chat. But everybody that's done signed up, thank you. It means the world to me. Like I said, I don't watch soldiers pass throughout the service. I done had soldiers, as far as like close to me, co-workers who passed. It hasn't been the same. I feel like, and Mark probably had me beat by 4 or 5 years. We wasn't the same. He was a like I said, he was an NCO under me. We did things different. I don't know why. I think about it. I don't know why. Maybe the sudden, I don't even want to say the suddenty, because we lost a lot of soldiers sudden. I truly don't know, and I don't want to make up an answer right now. I want to make up an answer y'all not asking me for. So, but I ain't gonna answer that. I'm gonna get that done. Let me see. Let me get on here and drop some information in the chat. I hate that the chats don't save once the video posts. But everybody that's done signed up from the bottom of my heart, even if you signing up because you just like, hey, that's a nice little thing. You could give that's a nice little amount of money. You could care less about the soldier. Hey, as long as you move your body for an hour, prove that you move your body for an hour. We all good. Hey, see, I think this was giving me issues yesterday. I hate that you can't post everything that you want to post. Let me see. Try to fix it. I'm gonna try to get everything in here. I had to play with it yesterday, because there's so much that you have to take out. So much. Let me see. Like I said, this is sponsored by Overthinking Understanding's podcast. We're putting up the money and everything, but to a certain extent, it has nothing to do with us. That helps keep the contest fair and transparent. Let me get back to it. I have to take out so much. There we go. So yeah, so like I said, your face needs to be shown that, hey, I'm on here, this is me. And we're just trying to keep it fair. Like I say, I understand that some people have integrity. I also understand some people don't. So that's just the rules that we have to. That's just the rules that we set up that we would like for you to follow if you want to be a part of this challenge. That is the rules that we would like you to follow if you want to be a part of the challenge. It's $500 for the grand prize. It's no losers. Because if you move your body and you don't win, and this is you against yourself, or somebody else just improves better, you're still improving yourself. We might do it again. I have to go back to the drawing board and talk with my team. We might do it again for his birthday. His birthday is in February. We might launch it again for his birthday. There's a new part of the challenge. So it's just going back to the drawing board and trying to figure that out. But we would love for you to sign up. Let me see. I removed the comment from my channel, but I can still see it on here. Let me see. Yeah. I'm trying to fix that. So many crazy comments. I find it fascinating. It's funny to me though. I'm telling you. I say it all the time. People on the internet don't fully bother me because I actually live in real life, and I'm not saying a lot of people that get in front of a camera doesn't. I'm saying to the point when I make that statement, where I'm speaking from is that I understand that 9 times people are not gonna say nothing to your face, and then the ones that do say something to your face, they're not willing to take it where you want to take it. I'm not nowhere talking about physical violence. Like they get it off, they be done with it. They don't even care about it that much, and as soon as you say something else about it or bring it up, or they're wondering like, why don't you care for me? Why don't you like me? You did this, that, and the third. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. And like I say, people bothering people on the internet has caused people to hurt themselves and kill themselves. So I never dismiss it. I made a comment and I said I think trolls are needed, and I do still believe that to a certain extent. But I don't think that trolling is needed to the point that you're trying to so much spread this evil and nasty thing out to the world that you're making people hurt themselves. Like you want to troll, you want to look, you think something funny, he that. Like I say, I don't know. My spouse hates when I say that. Like she's like, trolls are not needed, but trolling. Some people troll sometimes, and it's not necessarily negative. But yeah, I'm finna get this workout in. I don't want to end y'all, but then I also don't want to. I don't know, cause I don't want to be like, why your video on mute? Sometimes the audio just cut out. Audio has been my worst nightmare when it comes to content creation, and maybe because I think about it too much, or anything like that. But I don't know. Audio has been my has been crazy when it comes to audio definitely has been crazy when it comes to I'm trying to add as much as I can. Anybody, like I say, all the people that already signed up, I'm so grateful. Anybody that will sign up or thinking about signing up, all we need your name, your email. You know, the winner will be announced on November the 1st. We're going to ask for the information. Everything should be submitted prior to anyway. So October the 31st would be a long night for us. But we'll make sure that the winner is announced. Like I said, I don't want to. It will be a winner chosen. I don't want to say announced. I don't want to be confusing with my words because, like I said, if you do not want it to be stated that you're the winner, you don't want your transformation picture to be posted, your story. We say we're not asking for story, background, and we're not trying to steal it. This is completely from the heart. Completely from the heart, completely pure intentions. And I'm not saying that, you know, weird stuff don't happen when you have pure intentions. All I'm saying is that this is strictly pure intentions. We just want to do our best to represent this soldier, keep his name alive in a positive way. And what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a few lives. Hello, I haven't seen you in a few lives. I know you'll be around though. But I'll try to make sure I'm not on here just rambling. Like I say, I'll drop the description on this video. This live was going to be about something else. I need to get the workout in. I want to listen to music. Like I said, I'm so congested. I hate dropping my grades in college. And they still good. Like I didn't used to be like that. I used to be like, oh, it's passing. C's, D's get degrees in college. I never been that low for college. Matter of fact, the only one I ever had a C win was math. But at the same time, college is and was very challenging because I kind of like broke it up. I do like college this time around because I don't have, due to me not having a job that I have to be at all the time, like I am my job employed for myself. The military was so demanding, but even with having this time and sometimes life just get a little crazy, I feel like you could take a certain thing away and then something else falls right into its place, right? But just saying all that to say, in the military, I'd be like, man, how did I finish my degrees in the military? Because this is, outside of the military, has been a little bit more, I'm able to retain more information. Yeah, but I don't like my little grades dropping. So like I said, I haven't been feeling good for like months, but it hit me real hard like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, and I think it's allergies. I do think it's allergies. The weather change always throws me off a little bit, but long story short, I thought I finished some work that I didn't, and I still got higher than the passing grades, like a B plus. But I was like, crap! Like I really thought I did it, and I wanted to go back to be like, no, I thought I went on there. I didn't do full parts of it. So a little bit of information y'all didn't ask for, but like I said, I'm grateful. Everybody that's done signed up, I'm crunk. Whenever you start things, especially with me, like I done started so many different side hustles, gigs, and stuff like that. Kind of the theory, not necessarily the theory of throwing it at the wall until it sticks, but not being afraid to fail. That is more of what I do. Not just like, oh, we gonna throw it at the wall and see if it stick. If it don't, it don't. Anything I start up, I have a thought process, maybe not necessarily a passion behind it, but a thought process, a plan behind it that is going to do good, or I can see it doing good. So with that being said, like that's even with anything, you can sign up. Giving them, like I say, my Victoria Closet, I give away clothes strictly for free. You just have to pull up and get them. And I think the most turnout I had was like 50. No, I'm sorry, 15, 20 people show up. And still, we had so many clothes left over. But that shout out to the donations. Just saying that to say, I done did things or started things where it's 1 or 2 people show up or 0 people show up. So I did not know how many people would show up coming into this challenge. So for everybody that has shown up, for everybody who, and like I said, I know some people just signing up for the money, some people just signing up to get themselves right. That's fine. It's still to move your body, man. It's Mark Aggabao's challenge, you know. So that means the world to me. I could care less. Like I say, I would love for you to do it, regardless. I just want to make sure my soldier legacy lives on. From the part that I can handle, you know, like his family. I never better miss him as much as his family did, you know. But I kind of lost train of thought. But yeah, I won't better miss him as much as his family does. But I still miss him, still care about him. And like I said, I would do it for any of my NCOs that I serve with. We all soldiers. Some of my Lord listed. It is what it is. No, I'm playing. Hey, stop. But I am going to do another live tomorrow. I'm going to be going live. And I'm going to be talking about a subject. Or I don't know where I'm going to do it at. I might do it on the move. I might do it when I get to the event. But yeah. Try to let this get to 30 minutes. Get this workout in. Like I said, I'm not feeling too hot. But I got to move my body for an hour too. Even though I'm not a participant in the contest, I want to do the consistency too. The funny thing about consistency, saying it is so easy. Be like, you do this thing. You do this, you just do this thing every day and be consistent. But I said it the other day, like habits leads to being consistent. Habits leads to being consistent. So the moment I be like, I'm finna go live for 30 days, or I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that, it's always, I think the biggest part that gets me caught up is the perfect timing aspect, because it could be a pocket of time where I'm like, this is when I want to go live, or I'm going to go live at this point, and then something happens, and then I'm rushing to try to go live to be consistent. So one of the biggest things that I say, if you do sign up for the challenge, or even if you don't sign up for the challenge moving forward, just in your normal day life, when you think about it, if you have time at that moment to do it, do it. Like, because and it's kind of like the to-do list theory, where like everything is not a priority, even though everything is on the to-do list. Everything is not a priority, but everything is on the to-do list. So I'll just say do it like that, because I'm like that. And like I say all the time, the internet has shown us that we do have more similarities than differences. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Like I say, I try to get back initiatives all the time. I always say you get more like this than like this, if you have seen that. And when I do things like this, I give and I help people regardless, right? But when I do stuff like this, it's not to show like, oh, they got a whole bunch of money, this, that, and the third. Even though, like, I'm speaking to like you always say, like, you speaking to kids, but adults think that way too sometimes. It's just like, oh, you always trying to spend money, you gonna go broke, this, that, and the third. I don't never necessarily want to miss a chance to help nobody, or even with the simplest thing, like people who give services to me, as far as like hair, nails, something like that, food, whatever, like tip wise. Like I didn't always used to be that person, but you do a great job. But even if you just do your job, but I'll say like a great job, or if I have appreciation for you, I'm gonna show my appreciation by that, because I understand being a worker understands like the part of the business that they make happen. Some bosses, CEOs, people that look over, you can understand a bigger aspect of the business, but you also may forget what the worker knows. Like on paper, you may understand like this worker supposed to do this job, but if you don't do the job, you don't understand. Yes, this worker supposed to do this job with a smile or do this job with efficiency, but it's 10,000 things coming at them. I'm just saying all that to say, with me, that's why I say I would never say I hate the military and not be appreciative of other military. But as a worker in general, I just learned both sides of it. So I want to be appreciative back to people, because I understand how it feels when they come into my different little. Everything is not a business. Different little side hustles and businesses and stuff I start up. So, yeah, I don't want you to think like, oh, they just got a whole bunch of money. Nah, man, but it's not even like you can't take it with you when you leave there. It's just like, help somebody else. Pay it forward. Pay it forward. Like I said, this challenge, third place then post. Oh yeah, I had to delete some. Hold on. Let me fix that. Hold on. Make sure I didn't post nothing crazy. Hold on. Let me go back in there. I'm reading the chat. It was something weird. See? I'm gonna have to break it down. I literally have the whole thing, like, I'm copy paste and trying. Let me fix that. I don't have a mod in here right now either. Let me fix that. I apologize to that contestant. I posted the wrong thing. Let me fix it. Let me fix that. Now I'm happy that it don't save the. Let me fix it. I'm trying to fix it, and I'm gonna go and do it the right way. Make sure that I have everything in here. I'm trying to let it get to 30 so I could get out of here. The time, not the time, the actual time that it is of day, not on the thing. Oh shit. Alright, let me see. I fixed that. Okay, let me go out. My apologies, man. See, things happen. Even when you try to be pure-hearted, mistakes still happen. So I apologize to that contestant. Get that information off of there. And I need to make sure that it's not going to post when I post a video. Usually it doesn't. But I just want to make sure. Definitely, like, we want to keep people as private as possible. Like I say, it's not about, we're not using it for promo or anything like that. Anything like that. We want you to move your body, do something consistently that you want to do, journal it out, anything like that. There we go. So let me fix this from the original prompt. What the heck? Blah, 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 blah. Too many things open. Too many things open. Here we go. Yeah, that sucks, man. I'm sorry about that. Crap. Let me make sure that don't post. I'm trying to fix it now. I'm quiet. I'm literally on here trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it. Well, I fixed the error that I made earlier. I'm trying to put the information back out there for those who are on here. So my apologies for that. I'm looking down. Not trying to be rude. Dang. I just exited myself out. Let me fix that. Here we go. There we go. First place. Now we cooking with grease. We cooking with hot grease. Cooking with fire. Whatever you want to know. Like I said, this is sponsored by the Overthinking Understanding brand, podcast, whatever, so to speak. But it's not. The move your body man contest is all this own standalone thing. I keep exiting out, man. The answer that I was trying to say earlier just popped up to my head. I remember. I don't know. Should I speak about it now? Hey, like, what is she talking about? Yeah, I was speaking about like why I done lost a lot of people. I would say like close to me, co-worker wise, people that I have worked with throughout the military. But Mark definitely stood out. What I said and I thought about, and why I said that he stood out to me as a person because he reminded me how I said that I wanted to be and how I was at a younger age, like very private. I always said like I wanted to keep basically like a lot of details to myself. On the the left hand don't know what the right is doing, and I always thought about like if when I was to pass and people have conversations and they like, well, she told me this and she told me that, I didn't know she was doing this and I was doing that, and it's just like why I therapy is great, right? But at the time I don't know why I was so big on. I feel like that'll be a lot too, right? But I was finna say like at the time I didn't know why I was so big on not letting people know so much about me or what I had going on. But I also learned that it could be used against you, and then I guess I thought about what is it plausible deniability before I ever learned what it was. It was just like if I do something crazy or I do something bad, if I do something stupid, my family didn't have to. My family only knows what they know. So if I do something stupid, I do something shameful, anything like this, my family don't know about it. How can you be? I ain't gonna say like upset at my family because you still could be mad, but how can you hold it against them? And they really don't know. And I'm not gonna lie, some parts of my life I still do that. If I understand, because I understand some things is better for people not to know, right? But Mark was definitely that guy. I don't want to go too much about his story into his own business, but it was just funny to see like after he passed away, he lived his life. So I would say that's what I said. What stood out so much to me about him as a person, I was like, damn, I'm the exact same way, or I wanted to be this same way. I talk a little bit more now. I'm free, open, fluent book, but yeah, man, we just asking, be honest, be respectful, submit everything that we need, the final photos. Everybody that signed up, once the competition closes off, we'll send out another email like, hey, sign up has closed off. Another, congratulations for joining the challenge. These are stuff that we're gonna need on October the 31st. Some of the stuff is detailed out, like we'll need your final picture and everything like that. some things is not on there only because we said that we need some of that stuff weekly, or like we'll be asking for some of the logs weekly or something like that. That's the only reason that some of the details are not like fully spelled out, and other details are like fully spelled out, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. I hate when I do that. It gets stuck and it's not. But yeah, tomorrow we have something special for y'all. I'm excited. And yeah, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna get this workout in, get my hour in of moving the body. Thank you to everyone who has signed up. It means the world to me. Means the world to me. Thank you to everybody who signed up. Thank you to everybody who's gonna sign up. If you thought about signing up and you're not able to be your full self, be honest and have the full integrity, you know, like I'm not able to be consistent, and I don't want to do this if I'm not able to be consistent. Shout out to you too. But yes, until, did I supposed to take this off? This thing's so sticky. Until next time, as always, be genuine to yourself and kind to others. Move your body, man. That's it, man. See you later. See you tomorrow, actually.